Established a pattern now. He's coming on.
Oh, Botha is rocked. Combination.
Improve from here. But Botha
have him down. Oh, the long right hand.
On November 9, 1996, Michael Moorer made the first defense of his IBF heavyweight title against undefeated South African Francois Botha. Moorer made his professional debut in the light heavyweight division in March 1988 and won the WBO title later that same year. He successfully defended his title 9 times before moving up to the heavyweight division. In 1992, Moorer defeated Burt Cooper to win the vacant WBO heavyweight title. And in 1994, he defeated Evander Holyfield to win the WBA and IBF heavyweight titles. Unfortunately, Moorer lost the WBA and IBF belts in his first defense against 45-year-old George Foreman, making Foreman the oldest world heavyweight boxing champion in history. However, he got another shot at the IBF title in June 1996, and he defeated Axel Schultz to reclaim his title. Botha, on the other hand, came into the bout as the IBF #1 contender with an official record of 35-0 with 21 knockouts. In his last bout, Botha defeated Axel Schultz to claim the IBF heavyweight title with a close decision victory, but he was stripped of it after he tested positive to drugs.
In the dressing room, I expect a tough, clean fight. Protect yourself at all times. Any question from the challenger? The champion. Let's get it on. Let's get it on.
Here, even though it's not effective fighting, but he is popping the... Well, I'll tell you what he's doing. He's throwing a heck of a right hand.
A roundhouse right followed up by a short right. Relationship, but quite a chemistry.
The bout started at a fast pace, with Botha taking the more aggressive approach. But Moorer had Botha in trouble toward the end of the third round until the bell.
Established a pattern now. He's coming on.
Oh, Botha is rocked. Combination. Moorer looking to finish Botha off. A flurry by Moorer. Can Botha hang on? Looking to hold on physically to Moorer. He's trying to go.
Steve, he's trying, but he's not going to make it if he keeps putting his hands up in the air like that.
There's the timer remaining in round 3. Can Botha withstand this barrage by the left-hander Moorer? Oh, a straight right to the head of Botha.
Well, you know that Moorer is a great finisher once he gets you in trouble. Botha in desperate trouble, bleeding, his mouth open.
Botha that has opened up. Oh, at the bell. Moorer lands again.
Moorer grew confident and came forward at the start of the fourth, but Botha answered this with counters to neutralize the champion.
And the trouble is, it's so early in the fight that Moorer's got all of his energy. All of his energy. I take those things like...
Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Minute 20 left in round 4.
Botha assured me he's going to push Michael Moorer back. When he does this, it's okay. He gets up the middle with one of those big left uppercuts. That's where he's going to be really effective as well.
Yeah.
As the rounds progressed, Botha began to tire under increasing pressure, with Moorer leading on 2 of the scorecards.
Big, tough, top quality.
I don't understand why he doesn't trigger off points. As tired as Botha is, as much as the beating he's taking, look at all the punches he got off that last round. There's another right hand.
There it is.
By Franz Botha.
That's what I was waiting for, Michael Moorer to come up the middle. Oh, yes.
Going up no matter what happens after this. Final seconds of round 8.
He has a great chin and he has a great art, but it's not always going to be enough by themselves. He's got to score.
Just at the belt by Franz Botha. That's got to take some steam out of you. And now here comes Moorer.
Now, if he just stayed there and punched, he lets him get away.
Oh, a straight right hand by Moorer. That startled Botha.
That was just a jab, Steve, a good shotgun jab. Botha's defense is not there. And
Moorer has tremendous power. Now he's all over Botha in the final seconds of the 10th.
But if there was another minute, this fight wouldn't go.
Big finish for Moorer.
In the final minute of round 11, Moore floored Botha twice, but he was saved by the bell.
There's another straight right hand. It's the jab of Michael Moore doing the damage. He goes into the ropes. He goes down. He's counting. He can only be four. He's counting him.
That knockdown was before the round was over. He has to take the mandatory 8 count.
The bell cannot save a fighter in any round. IBF rules.
This, Billy, believe me when I tell you, that's a great right hand. This is a product of exhaustion. More Franz Botha's exhaustion. Bobby.
Take a look at the second knockdown. Here's a good, crisp right hook, and he was on his way. His legs gave out. He just slumped.
In the last round, 33 seconds left, and at the zeros.
However, a few seconds into the final round, the fight was decided, and Moore walked away with his title.
Early in round 12. And Michael Moore gets the embrace from Teddy Atlas.
Great fight, good finish.
Botha made a comeback with 4 consecutive wins before losing to Mike Tyson in 1999. He later challenged twice for the heavyweight titles in 2000 and 2002, but was unsuccessful in both outings. On October 10, 2009, WBA super featherweight champion Jorge Linaris made the second defense of his title against Mexican Juan Carlos Salgado. Both fighters came into the bout with unbeaten records. Linaris had a professional record of 27 wins and no losses, with 18 wins coming by way of knockout. He became the WBC champion in the featherweight division in July 2007, but vacated the title to move up to the super featherweight division after a single defense. He competed against Weber Garcia for the vacant WBA super featherweight title and won by a 5th-round knockout. Salgado also came into the bout with an unbeaten record of 21 wins, 1 draw, and no losses with 15 knockouts. But Salgado, who was making his first attempts at a world title, was relatively unknown at the time. In the first round, Salgado came out aggressively, using an effective jab, while Linaris attempted to fight back. But less than a minute into the fight, Linaris found himself on the canvas. The champion rose to his feet, but Salgado ended the fight in just 73 seconds. After the loss, Linaris got himself back into contention, but suffered his second loss against Antonio DiMarco in 2011 for the vacant WBC lightweight title. 3 years later, he got another shot at the WBC lightweight title against Javier Prieto. He won this time round, thus becoming a 3-division world champion. On November 7, 2015, undefeated British boxers Callum Smith and Rocky Fielding squared off for the WBC Silver Super Middleweight title and the vacant British Super Middleweight title. Smith is the youngest of 4 fighting siblings, all of whom have won medals in the Commonwealth Games as amateurs. His professional record coming into the bout was 17-0 with 12 knockouts. He won multiple regional super middleweight titles, including the WBC Silver Super Middleweight title in his last fight against Christopher Rebrassi. Fielding also came into the bout with a perfect record of 21-0 with 12 knockouts. He made his professional debut in the light heavyweight division in 2010, but dropped to the super middleweight to participate in the prize fight series after only 3 fights. His last outing coming into the bout was against Brian Vera on the undercard of Smith's win over Rebrassi, where he won via a second-round knockout.
And remember, defend yourselves at all times.
Will it be Callum Smith, as the bookies think, or will it be the big punching Rocky Fielding, the man who has been written off before, but always...
In the opening round, both fighters came forward looking to establish their dominance.
A better domestic matchup at the moment, too.
With less than 30 seconds into the fight, Smith found his mark and sent Fielding crashing to the canvas.
Inside the first 30 seconds, the right hand upstairs. Fielding down, up at 7, but badly shaken. Joe Gallagher was saying in the build-up, it's the right hand.
The brave Fielding got back to his feet and tried to fight back, but he was no match for Smith, who floored him 2 more times in the opening round to win the fight.
In his head at him and said something, as if he knows he can finish this whenever he wants, and it looks like it's all over right here. Rocky Fielding down again in desperate trouble. His courage gets him on his feet, but he's done. Phil Edwards has to stop it. Inside a round. Callum Smith wins the Battle of Liverpool. Callum Smith wins the British Super Middleweight title, and he does it spectacularly.
The second knockdown was from a really heavy shot, and I didn't reckon there was any way Fielding, with more than half a minute left in the round, could get through that. He showed tremendous courage from the pounding that he took right from the opening bell. But I was said in the build-up, Callum Smith is a special talent, and I think he's underlined that. And this is good to see, is it not? Is it not good to see?
Fielding made a comeback with a split decision victory over Christopher Rebrassi and slowly rebuilt his career with some good wins. He defeated John Ryder to win the British Super Middleweight title in April 2017, and 5 months later, he stopped Scottish David Brophy to win the Commonwealth Super Middleweight title. In 2018, however, he suffered his second career defeat against Canelo Alvarez. His last fight was in December 2022, before he announced his retirement with a record of 30 wins and 3 losses. On November 25, 1983, Marvis Fraser challenged world heavyweight champion Larry Holmes for the ring and lineal heavyweight titles. Fraser is the son of former heavyweight champion Joe Fraser. He had a successful amateur career, which included victories over future world champions like Tim Witherspoon and James Smith. In September 1980, he made his professional debut with a third-round win over Roger Troop. In less than 3 years, he racked up a record of 10-0 to set up a fight with the reigning heavyweight champion Larry Holmes, who was also unbeaten with a record of 44-0 with 31 knockouts. Holmes became the WBC champion in 1978 by a split decision victory over Ken Norton. He made 16 successful title defenses, including victories over Mike Weavers, Ernie Shavers, Jerry Cooney, and even Muhammad Ali. The WBC, however, refused to sanction the fight because Fraser was not ranked among their top 10 challengers. At the sound of the opening bell, both men met in the middle of the ring and started jabbing at each other. But after a brief exchange, it became clear that Fraser was no match for the champion.
Just look at this for a show. Heavyweights come apart at the seams overnight. Well, a one-go Bugner. You know, he beat the big fellow there out of sight in Atlantic City. He didn't have him down. Oh! The long right hand. Well, look at that. He's been down as an amateur, Marvis Fraser. This is the first time as a pro. He's not in control of his legs. He measured that right hand, and there's the father wondering what he can say. What can he say? But look out, here he comes with the next punch. This could be the mismatch that many people thought it was. Really putting young Fraser in trouble there. Will he get over this first round? The gumshoe comes flying out. Bill Zane, the referee, hopefully giving him every chance, but it's all one way now, and he stopped it in the opening round. With just a few... There There he is. He's very square on Fraser. He's holding arms too low, right through the middle, really like a lance. It was a devastating right-hand punch. So that's where he was waving the punches then at Fraser. A little bit of Ali show off there. Just clubbing him at will and calling the referee in, Mills Lane, and clipping him there. That really is back to the old Jack Johnson days, punishing his man and showing mercy at the same time. But he had to get on with the business. That's what the champions are all about. This really is a tough game. And it went on, for me, a dozen punches too long. And the district attorney referee from Nevada, there he is, and about time.
Fraser regrouped with 6 straight wins, including victories over future champions Bernard Benton and James Smith. Following this, he was matched up against undefeated Mike Tyson, which soon proved to be another mismatch, as Tyson needed only 30 seconds to destroy him. He fought 3 more times after this and retired with a record of 19-2. Which of these fights is your favorite? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more interesting updates. Thank you for watching.